8:14 on a snowy Friday morning as we welcome in Chef Daniel Costa from Corso32. Great to see you again, my man. Are you ready to get out of here?
I am.
Okay, let's travel right now from Jasper Avenue and tell us where we're going here, Chef.
We are going to Campania, Italy, which is in southwest Italy.
Okay, and this is where we come across the well-known city, the beautiful city of Naples.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the source of this recipe that you're going to whip up for us?
Yeah, essentially this is like a type of street food that you would have in Naples. People would just walk around and eat this, or you can get this in a pizzeria. This is called mozzarella in carrozza.
Okay.
Which basically means mozzarella held in a carriage.
Okay, now you've got a beautiful loaf of bread here. What is this?
This is just a Pullman loaf that we got from Tree Stone Bakery.
Okay. And
it's very important that you use this kind of bread. And we're gonna cut the crusts off.
Tree Stone sure does a good job.
Oh yeah, they do an amazing job.
I'm also distracted by this mozzarella that you have here. This is just unbelievable looking cheese.
And this is the most important part of this recipe, is having extremely good mozzarella di bufala.
Okay.
And this comes from Campania, Italy. More like closer actually to a place called Basilicata. This is in Campania, but it's a different part. It's a little further away from Naples.
Okay. Now you've got some butter going over there. You want me to get that off the heat, or is that cool how it is?
That's gonna be good.
Costa, you're like, you know what I'll do is just run the kitchen, Jesperson, if you just stand back and let me do what I do. Congratulations for the second year in a row named Edmonton's best restaurant overall by Avenue Magazine. That's got to mean something to you, Chef.
It does. It definitely does. It was a great honor to have it 2 years in a row. Wow. So I'm going to...
You always change the subject when people bring it up.
Yeah.
I don't think you don't like to talk about the success you're seeing.
I don't really like to talk about.
Look at this guy.
I have a couple of eggs here with a little bit of milk, salt, black pepper.
Okay.
Just whisk it up.
So it's nice and straightforward.
It's very, very simple.
I mean, is this the type of thing you'd whip up like on a lazy Saturday morning or even late at night? You get back home from a night out?
This is definitely a late night one, yeah.
Okay,
and then we're going to use a little bit of good olive oil with the butter.
Is this the olive oil that you use in your kitchen, Chef?
This is the exact olive oil.
Can I see this for a sec? We'll get a shot of that. So this is what you use at Corso32?
Yes, always. We bring that in from a vineyard in Tuscany called Coldorcia.
Okay, beautiful.
So now we're going to throw this in here.
So you've got the pan at a nice high heat. You've got butter in there. You've got the olive oil in there. Yeah. And now it's just a matter of letting it, go till the cheese needs to melt?
Essentially, we wanted to get it melted, and we also want to get a nice golden brown color. So
it's the type of thing that you're going to pretty much put on there and watch, or can you walk away? Was it a few minutes per side type thing?
A couple minutes per side, yeah.
Okay, well, why don't we bring in, you brought in Nicole, of course, your sommelier at Corso, and Nicole, you've pulled some wines from the list that you think might pair nicely with this sandwich.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are all wines from Campania, 2 whites and 2 reds. So the first 2 are both from Fieri, San Gregorio, which is a really big winery in Campania.
Okay.
The first one, the grape, is Falanghina. The second one is Greco di Tufo. So the Falanghina, really nice, kind of tropical fruit, crisp, similar to like a Sauvignon Blanc, if you like something like that. The Greco di Tufo, so Greco is the grape, di Tufo meaning it comes from Tufo in Campania. A little bit more earthy, herbaceous. It's gonna go really nice with like grilled seafood in the summertime or a pesto, something like that.
And it's not too much of a stretch, I mean, when you're talking about this, to suggest that when you're looking at a regional dish like this, you want to kind of stay in the same region wine-wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Wow, this is great. We'll list all of those wines on our website.
The next 2, the very first one here, the Villa Matilde Falerno di Massico. So it's a blend of Aglianico and Piderosso, which are grapes that are indigenous to Campania, to this region. Really nice, dry, red fruit, full-bodied red wine. The last one here is the Radici Taurasi. Now, Taurasi is a wine region in Campania. This one is 100% Aglianico, so that same grape in the first one. This wine is very special because this family revolutionized winemaking in Italy by being the first to export their wine to other countries.
Really good wine.
Pioneers. What was that one called again?
That is the Mastroberardino Radici Taurasi.
Okay, I'm gonna have to write that one down. So, Chef, you've got this to a nice browned level. That's about perfect. That's where you want it?
Definitely.
And then how would you serve this? Because I noticed that you've got what looks to be here like almost pickled or roasted peppers.
Last night I basically roasted peppers with a little bit of olive oil and then some raw garlic and parsley, and that's it. That's something that I would serve with this. So we'll take this off.
Yeah, we're gonna head to break now. I mean,
Definitely.
This is something, I mean, you can just pretty much eat it, right? I let it cool down a tiny little bit and then get into it, right?
I'll just do one cut here.
Oh my gosh.
And you'll kind of see that it's like a pudding on the inside, right? Because you have the, go ahead, take a bite.
Oh, can we get a shot of that? Is it too hot for me to take a bite of?
No, it'll be okay.
Well, either way, it'll be
We usually let it go a little bit longer so that
Yeah.
it gets a little bit more melted, but.
That bread is amazing, and the cheese is phenomenal. Chef Costa, thank you.
Thank you very
Nicole,
much.
great job. You'll find Corso32, if we needed to tell you, on Jasper Avenue between 103rd and 104th Street. And you're taking off to Italy for a little bit.
I am. 2
When
weeks.
you get back, we'll get you back here.
We can talk about those.
Tell us
regions.
what you learned.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
You can follow Corso32 on Twitter, all the information, and this recipe at breakfasttelevision.ca. We'll be right back. It's 8:20 Friday morning.